GC News, hot news all time, latest and hot news. And I'm the Bremo. Randy Abbey, on a morning show host Emma, Good Morning Ghana, Net2 TV. Now, and you may be a electoral commission for no and about and so Wakasa. Emma, what the summer to be out, he said, you go for year pa, you go for EC for no. Now, answer me day and 7 million necessary. So we are subscribe to the channel now, necessary over subscribe. For the Albea necessary over click the subscribe button, you know. Now, what barely notification, you know. We are the video for the ever upload, you know. Also, once I ever can be. After we are now, what like video, you know, give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Not free. Wash it. Share my offer for so a year be now. One share. After you call a year and 7 minutes. Angry Randy Abbey on the morning show host Good Morning Ghana Net2 TV. Now, you may be here, EC Electoral Commission. You may be a 1% Ghana food who one say transparency, fairness, and integrity. I say, what is the transparency in this? What is the fairness in this? And what is the integrity in this? Say, prepare you and then you may better have fine and Ghana for me. I say, one who say, EC for not one again, sir. Then, no, what you say here. We are not idiots. Say, you are here and question for, and I say, for. Now, we say, Randy, you know, the book of EC for the papa, Emma, Wadi, and some good one, and Atuga. Now, yes, some no intent to my Randy Abbey means some of the 2 out and say, you may be a year electoral commission for ya and the boat and so. Now, all cannibal so assembly a year. And some are here, Papi, the Atuga, into a year, and some. This
is the electoral commission we are dealing with. This is the electoral commission. And on its, this it says transparency, fairness, and integrity. That's the hallmark of the commission. Yeah. Transparency, fairness, and integrity. Where is the transparency in this?
No, they will organize.
Where is the fairness in this? Where is the integrity in this? I am worried about the level of dishonesty. About how this electoral commission can lie brazenly. And it's unfortunate, but I think that maybe they do not appreciate the importance of the commission as well as the peace and stability of this country is concerned, to be honest with you. And it is only in a country like Ghana that we will tolerate this. In 2022, the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana told Parliament, and this is captured in the Hansard of 9th of March 2022, that the EC, on the basis of a correspondence dated 13th of November, submitted these documents to them. 13th of November. Even at this time, 13th of November, you had barely 21 days to go for the election. And this was at the time that they had written to the Attorney General. So even when you submit a letter dated 13th of November, you know very well it's not possible that you will not be able to achieve 21 sitting days. You know.
Especially when Parliament is on recess.
Even if Parliament were not on recess, there is no way you can achieve 21 sitting days. You've written a letter to the Attorney General 13th of Now, Attorney General is telling us that on the 18th of November, it sent a letter to you, he forwarded the draft and everything to you, and its comments. And it's telling us that the Attorney General particularly drew the attention of the Electoral Commission to the limited time available for the dissolution of the 7th Parliament, having regard to Clause 7 of Article 11 of the Constitution, which requires 21 sitting days for a draft instrument to come into force. So they sent you this on the 18th. Then you waited another 8 days. 26th of November, you then wrote to the Electoral Commission, the Attorney General, requesting it to still go ahead and finalize the draft constitutional instrument. You did this. They received the thing is dated 25th. They received it on 26th. So even after they are advising you on the 18th, you went ahead on the 25th when we had just some 13 days or so to the election and asked them to still go ahead, despite the advice by the Attorney General. And then the Attorney General, 30th of November, then sent you its response with 7 days to go for the election. And all this, which the Attorney General said to Parliament, which is contained in the Hansard, you issue a statement. And thinking that we are all idiots, all these facts, you hide them. And you decide to take on Franklin Cudjoe, that is peddling falsehood and untruth about the Electoral Commission that we should disregard. This is how you went about your business, according to the Attorney General. And it's contained in the Hansard of Parliament. In which jurisdiction will this conduct be tolerated? In which jurisdiction?
Here.
Will this conduct be tolerated?
This one, this jurisdiction.
And you say he didn't disenfranchise them.
Master, no be so.
And after all this, you were the one who issued the statement on the 6th of December, a day before the election, to tell them that they cannot vote in parliamentary election, they can only vote in presidential. In which jurisdiction will this conduct be tolerated? Where?
The initial statements, Randy, if you read 5, the commission was not aware that Parliament was on recess at the time it received a letter from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. At the time, as a result, the commission drafted a constitutional instrument to bring into force the one constituency and forwarded a draft to the Attorney General's Department for its review on the 13th. And if you go to 6, following the correspondence to the Attorney General's Department, the commission became aware of the fact that Parliament was on recess.
Can you imagine? Meanwhile, the Attorney General made you aware of this on the 18th. And despite making you aware of this on the 18th, you still went ahead on the 26th to ask them to still go ahead. You asked them to still go ahead. So what were you cooking? What were you planning? You have told us that it takes 21 days. This is the Electoral Commission we are dealing with. This is the Electoral Commission. And on its this it says transparency, fairness, and integrity. That's the hallmark of the commission.
Yeah.
Transparency, fairness, and integrity. Where is the transparency in this?
No, they will organize.
Where is the fairness in this? Where is the integrity in this? Honorable, you can help me. Maybe me, my profile is not good enough.
Randy, you know I've made my point.
Maybe me, I'm not that educated. I don't understand. Where's the transparency in this? Where's the fairness in this? Where's the integrity in this?
Honorable, would you honestly say, and I mean honestly say, that we should have confidence in a commission like this to conduct the 2024 elections?
Oh,
I say honestly.
Oh yeah, I'm being honest. Yeah. I think we all can see that yes, there are some issues with this particular state.
You see, and it's no joke. You see, Honorable.
But I don't think
at the heart of this is the disenfranchisement of a people in 4 traditional areas, and that an electoral commission can, with an administrative fiat, take the decision. And then you are not even remorseful. You come and lie and you hide facts. When the Attorney General has gone, and the thing the Attorney General said, this public record, we have discussed it severally. Where is the transparency? Where is the fairness? Where is the integrity? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? How do you engender confidence in your work? How do you get people to stop reading meanings into what you do, into every step you take? If you can show such a deficit in integrity and in honesty, how?
Upper court. Boss.
Angry.
Yes, sir.
It's unfortunate. I mean, we've all read the statement and seen the inconsistencies, but
these are no inconsistencies.
I still think
these are brazen lies.
I still think we should continue to have confidence in them. I mean, Randy, nothing can change from now to November. We can have a different electoral commission.
But why not?
We can have to conduct our elections.
Your card-bearing members who are sitting on the commissioners' commissions, you think we can remove them before the elections?
I'm crazy.
Why shouldn't we remove them before the elections?
This is a country that believes that. Honorable.
I'm crazy.
Honorable, this is a country.
I'm crazy.
This is a country which leadership believe that procurement breaches were enough to remove an electoral commissioner.
I still hold the view.
But we can tolerate an electoral commission that with an administrative fiat can disenfranchise thousands of people.
Yes, I still hold the view that we are going to have a very
and lie about it and continue to lie about it.
We're going to have a very clean election.
Have you seen the limited voter registration exercise and how it has gone?
Yes, I have.
And you still have confidence that we're going to have a very clean election?
I don't think we are going to have any. Yes, the Electoral Commission has its own problems, but I'm confident
where do you get your confidence from?
I'm confident that we are going to have a very smooth election.
I just want to know where the confidence comes from.
You must have faith. Let's have faith.
Faith in what?
Okay, so all be well. All be well.
Okay.
All be well.
Yo, for winning and somewhere Randy Abbey on an host of Good Morning Ghana and some of the Tuga Fire EC Electoral Commission. You may be a 1 year, the boat and you so and what that you now say, where is the transparency, where is the fairness, and where is the integrity in this? And here, what can be today a year easy for now, what the assembly do Nara and a Tuga. Because GC so and our hello, so we can subscribe. Yeah, Mr. Say, over subscribe or no like it. Now, watch a video no of so in your be now. Wash it. Also, waiting at wagging a fire and some way now, I will comment box you. In my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.